Ladies and gentlemen, hims and shims and hermies and hammies and theys and thems, we got some shit to talk about today. It's the LA riots. I'm apparently going to the emergency room. Did Nintendo fans get scammed? A YouTuber may or may not have popped caps in that ass on the Vegas Strip. And another TikToker blah, 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 may or may not have been detained by ICE. And then we got an LCU bitch begging for attention, and we gon' give it to her. Let's fucking go.
ZITA pull up, red the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect? Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the cane Corso, that nickname King Kong. Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. ZITA full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. ZITA full of takes, so sharp, call it petty confetti. Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet.
All right. Hey, welcome back to my rubbish. It's your girl, ZITA RAE. We in pajamas, because that's how I be doing sometimes. Not normally for my daytime streams, but your girl is having a pajama day. A well-deserved, a well-earned pajama day. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a roll call. Welcome in. Hey, El Diablo. I don't know why not bot was hating on you. Maybe it was just for your emojis, but thanks for being here. I saw you checking in. Hey, Kristen, welcome. Yeah, I'm acting a fool. Welcome, Emlo. Brittany Pushini says, let's go. Grayson says, A. And then, yeah, I'm curious to see what it was that Nightbot censored you for, El Diablo. Anyways, guys, so as y'all know, there's been some stuff I've been hinting to with my health. And I talked to my surgeon this morning via telemedicine. And we got to go make sure your girl is still alive and kicking by the end of the day. I wasn't trying to tell you guys when my surgery date was, but it was coming up close. So there's that shit. I blessed as fuck. Welcome. I love it. I love that name. That's how I always say it. I'm like, I'm blessed, bitch. I'm blessed. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, so we'll get to my stuff later. I don't really have a lot to talk about, but I wanted to at least come on and hang out with you guys and give you a little bit of an update. Because I know that I will try and stream or go live when I'm going through shit. Just to kind of not leave you guys hanging. But as for now, your girl's just trying to, I need to do what I can do. I at least need to pack my bag and go, because you know how it is when you're in the hospital. Like, you have needs and nobody can pack your bag like you. My wife, bless her soul, she's really good at knowing what I like and what I need. But when it's your family member, you get all frazzled and, scatterbrained and all that good stuff. So I need to pack a small bag for that in case I get admitted to this hospital and then the bigger bag in case I get transported out without being able to pack my bigger bag for the actual surgery, because I don't know how long I'm going to be out there. They said they're going to at least keep me admitted overnight, but it could be longer. So we shall see. So yes, I appreciate all the prayers, positivity, whatever it is that you guys believe in. Please put it up and put it out. Put a candle in the window. Pray to the saints. Do what it is that you do. Positive thinking. I will appreciate it. I honestly have never been through something like this that has been so drawn out. You know, the emergency surgery didn't work, and it's been so drawn out and so miserable. And I've, you know me, like I'm always trying to have the best outlook and the best attitude and keep living my big old fucking life the best that I can. But it's pretty gnarly. Somebody's already trying to move me along to the Roxy stuff. How did you know who the fuck I was talking about? Thank you so much for your well wishes, Kristen. You too, blessed as fuck. I appreciate you. So Faulted Wolf says, do you feel that Roxy not having the creative talent to run a show was hidden to Keem because of other hosts she bounced off of? Question. I'm going to go ahead and copy that so I don't forget it. But if I do forget to bring that up before I get off stream, remember to ask me again. I am going to talk about Roxy for a little bit, but not very much. Like I've said from the get-go, I'm trying not to become a LOLCOW reaction channel, because I feel like everybody who's been exiled, and it won't let me post that, paste that. I don't know why. Paste to my notes, stupid. Let's see if it'll do it now. Nope. Okay. It worked that time. Hold on, let me try and grab the whole thing again. I love how like I fumble like a boomer when I'm on panel. You know, the thing is I have resting tremors. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed it in my videos, but ever since I was little, I've always had jitters. And I used to joke, because my dad was an alcoholic, that I was conceived when he was going through detox. But it gets worse whenever I'm super excited or super pissed. Like my hands will literally be like this, and I'm like trying to fumble my shit. So let me put your name right here so I can remember who it was that asked me. Your girl's got a lot going on right now. Am I blocked? Kimberly71. No, you're here. You said hello above. I have it on live chat. Where the hell are you? What the fuck? Is YouTube being a little too crazy? I don't have my moderation set on very high. Hey, Ara. Welcome, girl. Welcome. There shouldn't be anybody blocked. I don't have anybody blocked unless you've come in and said some stupid things that'll get my channel tossed. That's another thing. I'm probably going to be interrupted by phone calls a lot, or I may or may not have to get up to go to the restroom. Let me answer this real quick. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. Let's talk about, everybody's talking about, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go on to our first topic. Welcome in, everybody. What are you guys drinking? What are you guys eating? Fill your girl in. I have my coffee here. I've already drank almost a liter of water. This is my second liter. I drink Stoke cold brew with sweet cream flavored creamer. It used to be called Cold Stone, but Cold Stone went after International Delight for using their word. But what I wanted to try is that Thai one, but for some reason it's limited stock at my Target, so they won't deliver it, and I always forget to ask the shopper to look for it. So there's that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard, this has been going on since I believe Friday. But let's take a look at this stuff that is crazy here. Let me see how big I can make this. All right. With the people causing a ruckus in LA. So let's just watch. We'll watch and then I'll explain. Tell me if you guys don't have sound. Why is my shit not playing? Hold on, I'm fucking with the thing right now. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Okay. I might not be able to pop this out. I know people have problems with it playing when you pop shit out. Okay, we're just gonna watch it like this. We'll watch it on drama alerts. Shit, that's actually what I did today too. I was like, let's see if it'll play. There we go. Can you believe this shit? Like, what in the actual fuck? I don't know if any of you were alive during the like first like well-known Rodney King riots in LA. And then, you know, more recently there's been, you know, the BLM stuff and all that kind of stuff. You can't really talk about stuff like this on YouTube. I don't know how far they've went into uncensoring what you can and cannot talk about politically and names you can and cannot say. But anybody who lives in California kind of had a special look into the previous presidential candidates' work and destruction that have happened to this state from Kamala Harris being the DA and Governor Newsom working together. And there's somebody who funded, everybody knows Kamala pretty much slept her way to get the DA thing, but there's somebody else that had cases pending that paid her a whole bunch of money, that is a well-off person that is known for funding these kind of things, who also during the election tried to do like herd mentality and convince everybody that she was winning by preemptively buying all the radio stations because they thought for some reason that fucking people would be going to the radio for political news. I mean, okay, but thank gosh they were outsmarted and out campaigned and all that stuff by all the people who work together to inform people at college level, where people are so impressionable and they'll just believe whatever they're told or whatever their friends are saying. Like Charlie Kirk and others went out to university campuses to educate people on what the hell was going on, that they were basically being brainwashed. And unfortunately, like a lot of the males in the demographic of males kind of opened their eyes and was like, damn. But a lot of the women and the younger girls, they were very uninformed, and they still are. I mean, they lived with their parents. They weren't really adulting during the previous Trump administration. So they had nothing to base off of how our economy was at the time under the dementia president, you know, compared to how it was before. So I don't know. Like, I don't like to be political. I like all types of people with all types of different beliefs. I'm a very social person. And I think that that's what kind of keeps me grounded and well-rounded. It's because no matter what you believe or whatever, I feel like we should be able to relate on some certain level, because I believe that we're all brothers and sisters. I happen to believe through Christ, but whatever you happen to believe, I think we're still brothers and sisters. We bleed the same blood. We have the same struggles. And yeah, I'm grateful for the struggles that I had growing up semi-poor and, you know, being a single mom and trying to do the responsible thing and raise my child and save money and struggle a little bit. So yeah, these LA riots are freaking crazy, especially with the pallets of bricks that have been thrown up and stuff, shown up. And I mean, they show up all the time. And if you don't know, you should know why the hell that's there, just to cause mass destruction. And it's like, you don't want to be in Mexico, but you want to be in America, and you want to fuck America up because you feel like America's doing what America needs to do to close that purse, to watch their pocketbook. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost do or die right now. Like, we almost collapsed financially and just every way possibly. We almost fucking collapsed. And y'all gotta fucking go. We can't afford to have everybody here. My grandparents migrated here from, I know my grandma was from Zacatecas. They migrated here. They worked hard. They got their citizenship and all that good stuff. But a lot of immigrants are so entitled these days too, compared to how I grew up. Like, us Hispanics were known, like, we'll work our pussies to the bone. 13-hour days. But now it's not like that. If you look at people that you hire and you're like, oh, okay, we used to start at like 5 a.m. and then we wouldn't be done until like the sun went down. Now it's like, no, my people start at 7 a.m. They take their little break, their little siesta at 10. If the foreman comes around, they'll get up and look busy. And then they're gone, checking out, clocking out by 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and that's everywhere on construction sites and everything. I'm like, y'all have become entitled, and you've been warned. Like everybody has said, get your citizenship, self-deport, do it the right way. Don't get fucked in this mess. And so I don't know, like I get it that there's a lot of division and people are hurt and angry for their families that have been there, their abuelas and all those people who've been here for a lot of years. But you need to get in line. You need to get your stamp. You need to freaking extend your visa. You need to do what you got to do to stay here, So there's that. That's really, I could show you guys a couple more clips about that, but let me catch up on chat. Grayson's having a beer. Where the fuck are you? What time is it, Grayson? Ooh, Kimberly's drinking a Fanta, strawberry, and eating Tex-Mex. I'm not a big fan of Tex-Mex, but I guess that's because I come from California where like the best Mexican food is. People been testing my nerves today, right? And that's another thing that I'm worried about. I talked to my surgeon today, like I said. So she said basically everything that's happening is kind of more to the west area. And I'm staying my wife will be staying in my friend's condo. So, and let me tell you something about my wife. I love her to death. I love her. She's so great. She has such a beautiful soul when it comes to me. But her one kryptonite is directions. The girl cannot go anywhere without directions. Like no matter where we've lived, she's known how to get home and she's known how to get to work. Like that's my provider. That's my working girl. And so at least like she's learned how to put navigation into her truck and on her phone and do all those things, but it's crazy. So I'm a little bit worried about that when I go into surgery. And you know how it is, like when it's your partner, like every minute is an hour, and I told her my cousin had offered to come in from out of state at one point in time. I was like, do you want them to come and distract you? And she was like, maybe. And then all of a sudden my cousin just was like, well, good luck. I'm like, all right. But she has her own health shit that's going on and she's trying to be a little bit quiet about it. So I respect it. Emlo's drinking a Coke Zero. That's bad, girl. Why are you drinking soda? Yeah, the fires are wild. Is this happening all over LA or just in a certain part? I'm on the East Coast. It usually happens like downtown is what I've seen. Johnny Bravo. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. I haven't seen you around since my old streaming days. Harris earned her position. Talk about the orange. Okay, Johnny, I'll let you tell it. Just search some California legal documents or California news articles or anything from the San Francisco and Sacramento areas. And you'll find out who that girl really was. Okay. F YouTube and their lack of free speech. Says Charlie Kirk is a badass. Oh, I love your name. So sad how we've all been blinded by communists our whole lives. I just think it's so crazy how divided we've become. And yeah, it's like they say, divided they conquer, divided we fall. Johnny says Trump does have dementia. He can't even form a single coherent sentence. I wouldn't say that because he has like one blumber. Like we all knew, everybody knew that Brandon had dementia like before his second term. That's for sure. Before he even ran, we were like, what the fuck? That's not the same Joe we knew. But I mean, the current president, sleeps very little, travels a lot, has jet lag like a motherfucker, and keeps it 100 usually. He's pretty much been the only he's the only president that didn't take a paycheck, one. And then two, he's the only person that follows through with most of his campaign promises. So that's just my opinion on the matter. Like I said, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to make you see things my way. I'm just giving my perspective on what the hell I've seen and what I've been around recently. Johnny Bravo says, we're collapsing because millionaires and billionaires aren't paying their fair share in taxes. No, we're collapsing because we're put in this fucking hamster wheel to chase the American dream while the rich get richer and we're distracted by working our 9-to-5s as middle class people, right? We're collapsing because we've failed to fix our prison system. We're not giving people, we should be giving corporations tax breaks when they hire people who've served time. But we took away all of everything in the chance of educating and giving people trades once they get out of jail for committing the crimes that they've committed. So they get out, they have no support system. They find God in jail or prison, or they reform in prison and then they get out and they have the same problems they had when they went in. And they have to make shmoney, honey. Also, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on, but my whole thing that I've tried to do is just break free from the fucking cycle. Hey, Alex, welcome, Anger. Welcome in. Johnny says Trump is taking bribes from other country. Okay, let's talk about him being on the Epstein files for a minute. This is all that I'm going to say to touch on it. Like I said before, I don't really believe what Elon said, and I think it is for the tea, and I do think that it is for headlines. And I do see that he's sending in the military and National Guard to shut down these riots that he considered was lawlessness anyways. And the mayor of LA, Karen Bass, she's dumb as fuck. Like, I can't believe she's even elected, let alone, like, everybody pretty much got DEI hired in the last administration, and it was all freaking dirty money connections. So I think if anything, Trump would be withholding releasing certain information to the general public as a negotiation tactic, because other nations have us fucked. They have us by the balls because of our last administration. You know that, have you guys ever heard of the greatest, oh no, it's called the last famine? That China has bought fucking huge inventory of our land. And it's not just any land. It's like too much land, so much so that somebody finally caught it in the government and said, China, you can't buy any more land because it's our farmland, for one. For two, it's a security threat because of where these are. They're around certain military places. So they created shell companies so that they could disguise that they were buying more land. In the meantime, they've been stockpiling things that would be needed, like corn and just barley and like everything that we would farm that would keep us fed should we ever need to. China's been stockpiling. So it's crazy. So not only is our production being fucked, we have nowhere to grow it. The government made all these places that do grow crops and farms either not have water, have to pay out the ass to get certification, whether that be organic or not. Like, it's crazy. So we're pretty much weaker than we have ever been when it comes to other countries. Do I agree with Trump pardoning the January 6th traitors? I don't think that they were January 6th traitors. I think that a bunch of people went to the thing on January 6th. I think it was a media spectacle. Yes, somebody lost their life, and that's tragic. But people should have also like not opened the doors and made it a video opportunity. And that was a complete fucking media spin. I don't care how you look at it. I think he should pardon a lot of people. A lot of the people that he said he was going to pardon. A lot of these lawsuits that supposedly were going to happen and never happened because, one, there was no evidence, or two, the when you have a lawsuit, it's because it was settled or because it was ended or whatever. That doesn't mean that the judge looked at anything, that looked at any evidence or looked at all the evidence or whatever. Just a lot of that shit was dumb, and I want to move on because that's how I am. Like, politics are important, but I'm participating and I'm staying informed as far as the drama that's going on this term, because there's going to be so much shit that's going on, so much speculation, and I think it's good for other people to talk about without being fucking divisive, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Let's see what else. There was some other, there's police cruisers too. Let's see. Damn, dude. Shit froze. Not the highway patrol. Not the highway patrol. That shit's crazy, dude. Okay, that's another thing. Like, I'm not like the biggest fan of 12 or police or CHP, or I never have been. But I do, like, any way you look at it, these motherfuckers risk their lives every day when they go to work. And there's a lot of things that I don't agree with. Like, people who are in motorcycle clubs, we get mischaracterized for being in gangs, and I really do feel like law enforcement is like the biggest gang that there is, because of the way that, I mean, if you think I'm bullshitting, try and bust a cap in one. Don't really. I was joking, but it's crazy how many freaking cameras, oh my God, their body cams and everything, how they mute them, how they turn them off, how they do all these things. Crazy. We should talk about that one day. I don't know if I won't be able to do it today, but I'll just tell you guys about it really quick. There was a video that I seen, and you could clearly tell, like, fentanyl's a big deal. But this cop, tell me if you've seen this video, was found unresponsive and laying down in a stall in the station's bathroom. And he'd hit the wall and hit his head and was just found unconscious. Well, earlier that day, he had been on a drug call or whatever and had recovered some fentanyl. So when the police officers and the staff found him and revived him with multiple Narcans, you saw that he had a pipe like in his pocket, or like in his hand, I think it was, or it was put on the counter. I don't remember where it came from exactly. I'd have to find that video. And then you saw other officers turn off their cameras and then try and stage where that was in evidence. And then another officer went over and was like, no, this should have been locked up in this locker in his trunk. I was like, dang, they straight up on video got caught trying to cover up some shit. That's nuts. You know, but it's just like anything else. Any group of people, you're going to have a bad bunch. You know what I mean? But that shit's crazy. Crazy to me. Big Show says, thanks, Beachwell. You cracked my phone when you pop up on my screen. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I passed your fat ass test. You know, you being a fat ass and looking up to another fat ass and being a fan of my fat ass. I love you too. Please stay a while. I love my haters. They'll watch every fucking minute. Thank you, Big Show. You seen the cop footage for that, Anna G? It was wild, right? That's just crazy. We're going to do that one day. We'll just do like some body cam stuff. People be wilding in those. Like, some of the women go off and scream like goats. It cracks me up. But I find it really interesting when actually they get caught like doing some shady shit or some questionable shit. I'm like, that was a really weird way to turn off your camera or to mute your audio. So, I mean, if I get arrested, if I get arrested, bitch, don't speak that into existence. Okay, girl. I won't. If I get pulled over, then I just love the cops. I'm like, support the blue, back the blue. Are you guys one of those people that has like all the bumper stickers like on your bumper or on your back window that says like you support all these organizations so you don't get pulled over? Those type of cars always crack me the fuck up. I'm like, if I get caught, I deserve it. I ain't going out like that. I'm not sucking your dick in fan stickers just so you could maybe give me a break on a ticket. It never happens anyways. So there's that. And then, so let's move on to, did the Nintendo fans get scammed? I'm actually covering this straight from Drama Alert, all this shit. I've already said that, but just for anybody who came in that was new, let's look at these fucking graphics. What the fuck? Are you gonna play? You're not gonna play. Are you gonna play? You're not gonna play. Are you gonna play? Okay, let's refresh. Let's refresh. Let's refresh and see. Oh, the circle of death. Anyways, the side by side, you guys can clearly see that those graphics are not so hot. And then, what was I? Oh, I guess I could just click on here and go down. The original creator of Nintendo was not put in the credits for the new Mario Kart world. This is him, Shigeru Miyamoto, was not mentioned in the new Mario Kart game credits. He's the creator of Mario. Talk about getting shafted. Oh, good news, Keem, you didn't get a community note on that one. You'll actually make some money for those views. Oh, agreed. This happened in America. Let that sink in. Oh my gosh. Deport them all. It's crazy. Deport even the Americans, even the white people that are over there. Just deport them to somewhere fun. I like that idea. I love the idea that we just deport them places. I keep taking my temperature, and it's not coming up, but I do feel like I have a fucking fever. All right. So I'm going to catch up with you guys, and then we will move on over here. Sorry. Did you guys hear about the YouTube thing? Where a live streamer, bitch, got caught supposedly popping caps on their ass on the Las Vegas Strip. When I saw it, I was like, whatever, that's not real. Bitch, it's real. Yay, more stuff we gotta work and pay for. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, let me fucking bring this shit up. You almost caught me slipping. Okay. Let me see if this is gonna play. I don't know why my Mac is acting dumb. Did you see her face? That's some shit I would do. See if I can pop it out for you guys. Oh, I want to watch that one more again. Did he have to put one in the chamber? Yep, there he is right there. That's crazy. That's crazy, girl. The fuck? Could you imagine? Oh my God. I want more of the background story. Let's see if we can find it, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, so his name is, it's a YouTuber, Sin City -Manny. Let's take a look at his Sin City. Let me We'll go back. Okay, so it's Sin City Manny. YouTube has already deleted his channel. We'll watch this in a moment. Oh, I think it's the same video. Let's go to, let me show you guys this. All right, so YouTube suspended his account, and then here is the Las Vegas police report or statement. It says on June 8th at approximately 10:40, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department officers were on a routine patrol in the 3600 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard when they heard gunfire coming from the west side of the street. The officers immediately ran towards the area where the gunfire was heard and located two individuals suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Ooh, two of them got caught. A little for you, a little for you. Medical personnel arrived and the two victims were pronounced deceased at the scene. That's tragic. Nothing is worth that, dude. People are crazy. At this time, we believe this to be an isolated incident and a possible suspect has been identified. You got that motherfucker on camera. I mean, what do you mean possible suspect? It is believed that the suspect and the victims knew each other and had previously engaged in conflict over social media prior to the shooting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Internet beefs are not worth it. No matter how you look at it, that's somebody's baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, my uncle and my dad used to say, when you take somebody's life, you'll never be the same again. And I think they were talking about like more intimately, like when you can see somebody's life drained from their eyes, that it scars you for life. But I just don't get the nonsense. I really don't. This is an ongoing investigation being led by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section. The identification of the victims as well as the cause and manner of death can be obtained through the Clark County Coroner's Office. People, leave them alone. Let that family grieve. That is some crazy shit. What do you guys think? Can you relate? Has there ever been somebody on the internet that has pissed you off to the point to where you're like, if I had a pum, I'd bust one? Like, or not just me. Like, I'll get mad. I'll freaking crash out. I'll tell a bitch where to go, but then it's over. You know what I mean? And I usually see it as funny. Like, I couldn't imagine either bumping into somebody or actually going after somebody that I have beef with and letting it go IRL. It's like, it's crazy. We're all 99% of who we are is offline. You know what I'm saying? Who you are online is way different than who you are IRL. And yeah, you're going to not have the same opinions as somebody else, but it's not worth ending of their life and yours because you were dumb enough to stream that shit, for one, or your girlfriend was, or whoever it was that was streaming. Like, that's just crazy. Like, when I get really mad, I go from 0 to 100 really quick. And I've learned that about myself. So I usually try to remove myself from the situation. And I'm a big communicator. So if I think I'm going to say some things that I'm going to regret later, I'll be like, give me a minute. Let me freaking calm my nerves, collect my thoughts, and process. And I'll get back at you and we'll have this conversation. But leave me alone and back the fuck off. Because you don't want what's going to come out of my mouth at all. But I'm just not physical in that way. It would take a lot for me to get physical in that way. And a lot of that too is in my mind, I'm like, this poor child, they don't know who they're fucking with. I'll admit it, I'm fucking crazy, but I'm the good kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this is never, Grayson says, no, karma will get their ass one way or another. That's wild to me. Wild. Okay, so we're almost getting through all of this stuff. Do you guys know who the TikToker Cabby Lane is? Or no? Anyways, there's a TikToker called Cabby Lane. He'd allegedly overstayed his welcome on his visa and was detained by ICE. But I guess somebody else confirmed that and that it is true. I don't really want to talk about that too much. I think it's kind of boring, but I just thought it was crazy that everybody's wilding right now. Both creators on YouTube and TikTok. It's like, yeah, it's not that serious. Like, everybody's numbers take a dip during spring and summer because people go from fucking being nestled in their house because of weather to out enjoying their best life. You know, they're out camping, they're out being active, they're out doing cool shit. But you don't need to be acting out like that. Oh my God, I'm going to show you guys a random clip. Please tell me who this is.
Let's even avoid the train. Pull over your shoulder. Pull over your shoulder.
Yeah. The fuck? The fuck? I mean, hello. I'm part of the alphabet mafia. The L, the G, the B, and the T, right? I'm more so identify with the L, the G, and the B because of how we are. But I do think that you have a right as a transsexual to live your life and to not be schmurdered and to not be beaten, to not do all the things that have happened in the past. You deserve that right. But my feelings on it are this: commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Okay? If you want to be a transsexual, if you want to live in another gender, just commit. It's nobody's business if you pass and you go into a bathroom. It's nobody's business if you pass and you're around their child. Like, this is where it gets crazy. Like, people, like, these huge male machismo, like, world leaders see this shit, and they saw it on the stage in the presidential ceremonies that used to happen with the token people up there to represent that supposedly the constituents that their representatives were trying to say that they were supporting and they were fighting for, when actuality they were fucking being used. You were being used. You and your sexuality and your gender was being used to further an agenda and to get your vote. But anyway, I just thought it was ridiculous that they would have full on, like, men in a dress with a full on beard, 5 o'clock shadow, chest hair showing. I was like, it was fucking embarrassing. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've worked and I've been friends with, and I grew up with the gays. My good Judies have been transsexuals. Delta work. She was my girl back in the day. There's a lot of them that have been on RuPaul's Drag Race. What's her name? Emla, what was that? The name of that queen that kissed you all the time? She was like goth. She used to try and kiss Emlo all the time. Raven? I think her name was Raven. And then the Halstons and all that. I've even had friends that have lost their lives at gay clubs and stuff just from hate crimes. But I think that we would all be solidified in that we believe that straight people, that breeders, have rights too. They have the right to choose when they're going to have the birds and the bees discussion with their kids, you know, and they can delay the whole, like, the birds that want to be bees and the bees that want to be birds and the birds that have become the bees and the bees that have become the birds and all that kind of stuff. Like, they have the right to live their life and have their kids attend public schools and not be exposed to that kind of stuff. And that's just coming from a parent who raised their child in mostly a same-sex household. And I have my best friend who's done the same. You know, like, gay people should have their pride events, and the children from gay families, if they want to include that, that's up to their parents. You know what I mean? I never took my kid to pride events because I didn't want him to be influenced by what was going on there. To me, that was an adult activity, but my best friend's seen it differently. So, but I don't know how young they exposed their child to it either. So I don't know. That's just my whole opinion on that. And if you're in the middle and you're uncertain, then maybe do a deep dive on it and figure out why you're having those feelings that you're having. Because I'm telling you, sexuality and gender, it's one of those things that you can either accept or with science now, you can change it, I don't know if Emma will come on camera to have the discussion, but there's some people who are just born with like what I call man brain, and she totally has that. Like, if you know how men will tune you out, and I've dated both men too. Obviously, I have a biological child that came from a relationship when I was a teenager. But she has man brain, and men will go like, say your man's like tuned out and you're like, what are you thinking? And they don't answer. And then you mention like beer or sex, they'll fucking perk up. And if they don't pay attention to detail, if you start the sentence with beer and you end it with sex, they'll pay attention to everything in the fucking middle. I did that with her. And I was like, this bitch passed that test. She really has fucking man brain. So, I mean, it's up to you what you do with your own body. And I think it should be that way. But that's just, some shit's just too ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Grayson, are you a man? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, bitch. It works. You don't believe me? Try it on your man. Oh, good times, great oldies. Oh, my stomach is going crazy. Crazy. All right. I guess we'll move on to the LCU news. I'm not really going to talk about it too much. I just had noticed in my comment section, because I was going through my comments on my channel, minding my own motherfucking business, that Roxy had come over and said some dumb shit. Let me set this up real quick. In my comment section. So I was like, the fuck is this from? And then I realized she also did the same thing in the LCU Discord. She had left a voice message in the LCU Discord, and Azalee on Rewind was getting tipsy, and she decided to reply to it. So I laughed, and I was like, I think it's funny that Roxy posted this 4 hours ago, and where the fuck is it at? And Xylee right now just is finding the time because she's ready to fight someone in Discord. If you don't know, Xylee likes to fight people in Discord when she's drunk. Let's see. Why is it not showing up right here? Ugh. I took screenshots, but I'm trying one more thing before I airdrop the screenshots to myself. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. All right, let me airdrop these. Porque Discord is dumb sometimes. Those are my comments. Did I not screenshot it? The fuck? All right, let me try and search a different word. I know I replied to it not that long ago. My life. My life, my life. Why am I even giving this? Like, that's kind of what I said in my response to her. I basically had said she was a traitor for all the reasons that everybody thinks that she is. I think it's sad that she sold out her husband. You can see that as just being my opinion, or you can watch it and choose for yourself the goings on of what happened since her husband got sick. But my shit's not even searching anything right now. Okay, that was that. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so I don't know if she said this before or after. I'm not going to really open the Discord in there because even though the hosts get away with doing it, I can't do it. So I'm just going to, do you guys want to see it? I'll screenshot it, but I'm just going to read it. Okay, so she said, I said, Roxy is a traitor in every sense of the word. Her husband, her co-host, American soldiers, etc. It's crazy. So then Roxy said, listen here, you stupid fucking weirdo. I can't help who Mike and Keem put as my co-host. They do what they want, which is why your, in all caps, boring ass isn't one. Okay. Hate on me all you want, but at the end of the day, you're mad. The wrong form of your, by the way. Get your grammar in line before you come at me, bro. At me because Keem refused to let you co-host with me or Tina D. Cry hog and go fuck yourself. This is all in caps. Cry hog and go fuck yourself. You fucking wannabe YouTube ear. With your 5 people in your live streams. Fuck off, cunt. Oh, handsome. My dog was like, what are you doing? Mommy's being stupid. So she said that. And then my reply was, bitch, I ain't mad at you. You're dead to me. Stop crying your fandom tears on here and in my comments. I don't give a fuck that I don't have a show. You're a shit person who isn't even smart enough to see when you're being played, bitch. I love that for you. And I'm so fucking boring. Why in this shit have you supposedly wanted me as a co-host for so long? Why'd you have me go after your ex co-host to make her want to quit? You should have stayed a fan, baby doll. Wahaha. So that's what the fuck happened in the Discord. And one of the best things about me, let me get to what she said in my comments right quick. You know what? I'll just read them, I think, off my phone since I have them screenshotted. Let's see. Okay, so then she said yesterday at some time, one day you're talking shit on me and the next you're telling Keem, ask Roxy, she knows what I'm about. That never happened. So what the fuck is your deal with this? And how is it my fault that even after I fought for you to be my co-host and Keem just refused and whoever, Mike or Keem, put Becky with me, you're calling me everything you call Becky. Same shit you did when Savage was my co-host. Get your shit together, lady, and stop flip-flopping on me over shit I can't control. Flip-flopping? Who's the fucking flip-flopper? Oh my God. I can't take it. I can't take it right now. I can't with these people. It's crazy. She said, you're so fake. Bitch. Anybody who knows me or has been around me, has even seen a motherfucking stream of mine, will die laughing the second you say Zita's fake. Zita is 100 online as she is in fucking real life. That's me. I'm chill. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm collective. Sometimes I have a lot of energy and I say all the shit that y'all bitches are thinking. But fake? Who? I won't even suck Keem's dick for a fucking job. And you fucking are calling me fake? Oh my God, that's crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all my opinion, my conspiracy, my allegedly. Okay, so she said, same shit you did to Savage when Savage was my co-host. I never gave a fuck about Savage. Okay, anyways. Get your shit together, lady, and stop flip-flopping on me or over shit I can't control. You're so fake. I'm legit shook at how you fooled me all these years I watched you. Shaking my head, good luck. And you know what the deal is working in the LCU. No one has a say over the boss, period. So I just respond in my comments. I was going to pin it, but then I was like, this bitch ain't worth pinning. I love, if you guys haven't noticed in my comments section, I love to pin motherfuckers' ignorance because then they can't delete the fucking comment. I'm like, let me give them the shit show that they want. If they want to showcase their ignorance, bitch, I'ma let you. Okay, so what I had said was, bitch, quit giving me the, can my phone stop right now? Okay. I said, everyone knows you're a puppet and the biggest flip-flopper. Oh, wait, did I get it all in one screenshot? I fucking didn't. I fucking suck at this game. This is me screenshotting all her shits. All right, let me just find it on my channel real quick. What phone is that? That's a spam caller. These people be trying to fucking spam me to get loans all the fucking time. Maybe I'll just do it on here because I already have it up. Let me pull up my shit. Come on to tea. Come on to tea. View all. Okay. Here's my response. I'll say it. Okay, everyone knows you're a puppet and the biggest flip-flopper. What I say about you, I'll say to your face because that's how I've always been. It must cut deep that I think you're a sellout, especially when you didn't have to be. Keem would have taken care of you and you were quick to jump to kiki, ham it up and hug it out and working with the bitch that dragged your husband and used it for content regardless. And I meant like regardless of where it came from, whether it was Keem or Mike or anybody else. So I said, I'm sorry you were a fan, not my fault. I am the same person with convictions and boundaries no matter what the fuck I'm doing or trying out for. You have to dance, monkey, so you can't come up and let me hand it to you, which means like she can't come on a live stream outside of the network because she's a host. And let me hand it to you like I was going to hand her ass. But I don't give a fuck and never gave a fuck about your ex-co-host. But post your husband's surgery, you went back to playing the part with her ex-co-host is what I'm referring to. I'm sure she'd love to see you selling her down the road. Who's a flip-flopper? Because she's trying to put it on like me coming after Savage. When one, I never give a fuck about Savage. Two, I didn't give a fuck about Milkers. Really? Why the fuck would I? All I knew was that Roxy wanted to fucking work with me and I was trying to fucking be there and do that with her. But she be knowing when I say that shit, she knows that she sent me screenshots and she denied it the whole fucking stream that she had anything to do with it. But I was fine with it just being like content about, you know, me taking the fall or whatever. But nah, bitch, I never gave a fuck about Savage. The only thing I knew about Savage before all this shit happened, before the LCU was a thing, is that MFW handed her ass live on panel. Savage used to be part of the drama community, like, with certain people. And then MFW jumped on panel, supposedly. I don't know. I just heard there's a clip out there. I've asked for it, but I don't even think it exists anymore. Of MFW handing her ass. Because, I mean, you fucking gotta admit, Savage she can't talk shit. You know what I mean? She'll laugh and use her same usual catchphrases, but she always has somebody else on panel. And then she just uses whatever they have to say. And she recycles the same shit over and over. Okay, so let me catch up with you guys. Grayson, yes, yeah, I'm a guy. Haha, you're right. Laughing my ass off. I tell you what. Okay, so Grayson says, hate to bring her up, but did you see Savage's stream where she got too drunk and tried to get up and walk and she ran face first into the wall or floor and started screaming for her husband? Funny as fuck. No, I didn't. Was that recently? I saw she had a birthday stream. I don't know why I get notifications for her. I'm not subbed, but I guess it's recommended for me. And then I had seen somebody posted, how pathetic is your life that it's your birthday and you're live stream sniping Xylee and Billy on Rewind. She has a hate boner for them. I think she has a hate boner for me too, because we told the truth about our experience and it's her fault. We were all keeping our mouth shut. I was just like, I was entertained by the mess because I was like, Twiggy Dam came up, spilled the beans. And then Twiggy Dun came up and said it was all lies. I'm just like, T bitch, T. I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, T bitch, T. I don't tell people secrets. Where she went wrong was being pissed that Xylee didn't have her back. She said Xylee didn't have her back because Xylee wasn't saying anything. There's some people like that, and I'm like that too. Hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing. That's just how I am until you drag me into your shit. If I have to defend myself, I'm going to fucking come with the receipts and I'm going to defend myself. So the reason I got pulled into it is that Xylee was covering it. I had left the LCU because of what Roxy had done. She fucking burned my ass. She wasted my time. She fucking flip-flopped so much. She lied in between me and Savage and Mike and fucking everybody. I tried to have her back when her husband got sick. If I told you guys, okay, I might read you the end of our conversation in text, but I'm not going to release all the DMs. Anyways, I still tried to be like a friend for her, like a support system for her. Like, yeah, she has her sisters and her family, but I knew nobody from the LCU was kind of being a true friend to her. And I am that friend. You can ask anybody that knows me. I'm that friend. Like, if I see you're making a long drive in the middle of the night and you're by yourself, I will call you to keep you awake. Like, bitch, let's fucking talk. We'll get through this drive together. You know what I mean? I used to do it a lot, especially when I worked nights, you know? Just stupid little things. I'm just that fucking bitch. I'm the one that you can depend on when you fucking need some shit at 3 a.m, you know? So any fucking way, back to the whole Xylee and Savage thing, why Savage has a hate boner for everybody. So finally she said that shit about Xylee and Xylee called it out on her show. And Xylee reported, being the wartime reporter, that I had paid for a lap dance between Savage and somebody else at Fat Camp. And so I was like, oh, hell no. Because that makes me look like a fucking dick. Because we had just spent, my wife had spent Fat Camp talking to somebody's wife and trying to help them like get through a situation that they're having. And now you're making me look like a motherfucking traitor by paying for some stupid ass shit that I didn't motherfucking do. So I was like, oh, hell no. Let me jump back in Discord, reclaim my roles, go the fuck up there and send this shit to Xylee. And I sent her my Cash App where you could clearly see there was no outgoing fucking money from Zita. There was incoming money, no outgoing money. And if somebody ever tells you Zita paid for some shit, you better check motherfucking receipts, because people come to me crying all the time. And I'm like, the problem is, well, the thing with my checking and my savings account is it takes 3 to 5 business days to transfer. You know, the whole Cat Williams thing. Or I'll straight up say, my checking account doesn't take withdrawals, only deposits. Like, fucking, come on, give me your shit. Like, I am so generous that I have to make sure that I'm not used all the time. And I am very diligent and I don't use other people for other shit, you know? So anyways, Grayson said I had to screen record that incident of Savage and go back and watch it for a good laugh. You could see when the life left her eyes before she got up. She gone. Yeah, I don't know about that girl. I mean, some shit's funny, but that's just out of control shit. This is all I remember from Savage.
Can you come here? Can you come here for a minute?
Okay. Well,
Thank you so much.
all right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in. Uh-oh, she's really losing it. She didn't mute when she walked away. Shh, bitch, let's get the tea.
Kim, damn it!
I said, let's get the tea. Priorities, bitch. Priorities. I don't know what this one is. Let's see what this one is.
Fucking weak ass, pussy ass motherfuckers is what they are. They like to beat a woman down. That's what the fuck they are. Fuck all y'all, man. Grow some goddamn balls. I got more balls than all you bitches. Incel
Then
simps.
quit crying. Bring your ass back.
Incel motherfucking simps. Got me crying up here. This ain't worth it, Joe.
Savage, stop.
What?
She got more balls than everybody. Bitch, where you at then? Where you at? Always crying. Always fucking tacky shit. Oh, please. What is this one? I put a bunch of
Jessica who?
stuff on here. Oh,
Mexica. Jessica who? Mexica.
15 amen.
Jessica who? Jessica who? Mexica.
Jessica Meska is trying to steal somebody away.
Something is saying that she's going to take me from Crystal.
Not happening.
Oh my
Because I don't
gosh.
go for any woman.
Jessica.
Iconic. I fucking missed that bitch's last. That was a fucking good moment in history. Oh shit, fucking Crystal. That was good times. Good fucking times. Where the fuck is Jessica Meska being, bitch? Fucking good times. Yeah, so I was gonna read to you guys what I said. Yeah, she covers King Cobra. And she used to be the homie. I'd seen her saying some shit on Rewind. She was like, fucking Zita's queen. But I haven't really talked to her a lot. She didn't return an email that I sent a long time ago, but I'm really bad at my emails too. So I don't know. She's doing her own thing over there, running things. I think she's going to start, I don't know, doing her thing again, maybe, now that it's not winter and certain people aren't within the girl world community anymore. I haven't even been keeping up with that at all. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to go back and expose shit, but let me just give you an example of this bitch treating me like shit. You already know my take on it about what happened and why Roxy and I like kind of felt the first time. It was because I didn't want to be on the show anymore. I'd left the fucking Discord. I was done. I was good. And then she kept fucking bringing me up. She fucking called me. First of all, I was very selective as to who I gave my number to. And as you could tell, like, this is my phone. This is the phone I use. This is my backup phone, the one that I use for like content or whatever, or the club. Like if we have a secretary at the time, they'll have this phone and then I'll use this phone for content. Because it makes life easier than having like GoPros out and them overheating and all that shit. But so she's like one of two people that had my number. And she fucking called me, bugging me to go on panel. And I was pissed. So anyways, then when I got up there, I was like trying to get through the stream, move on with my day. I had other shit going on. And she was kind of gaslit into saying I did some shit I didn't do. Where I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You think I'm a good enough friend to fucking waste my time, but I'm not a good enough friend for you to fucking question what some people are telling you that I've done. Like if you have a question that I've done something, either go back and watch it yourself or fucking ask me what my intention was. You know what I mean? Not to fucking take it as me trying to take over some shit or whatever. Okay. So all right, so it was played out to where this is how it was played out and projected to the universe. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen a content creator will do this. And I'm kind of giving you guys like some tips to keep you more critically thinking. But instead of you like going through and critically thinking what just happened on screen, content creator will sum it up for you. Like we'll say this just happened. We'll exaggerate what just happened. We'll say whatever outcome we want you in your head to leave the video with, right? And it works well in some cases. So what had happened was during a stream, I was accused of pretty much kicking Beans off the fucking panel and telling her she didn't belong on Milkers, that she needed to go to Aussie, which is not what I said. And then 2, that I kicked Billy off disrespectfully and overstepped my fucking boundaries. And that I was just trying to get rid of everybody on panel, which isn't what it was. And if you go back to the video and you watch it, you could see that after they decided that's how they were going to handle it. Everybody, including Rastov, made like fucking little emojis that said like kick Zita and all this other shit, which I didn't give a fuck. I was at like, fuck the LCU at this point. Okay. So I'm not going to talk about all that. Okay. This is her telling me to wake up when I get up to call her. Like, this is fucking... And I was a fucking desperate one. Everybody wants to make me out to be like, I'm so fucking desperate for a show. Maybe I will talk about this part. I'm not going to talk about everything that she said, but she said, if you don't want to come up and just want to be done with the LCU as far as trying to get a show, let me know so I could take this part out of my notes. I don't think that part's important to add to the conversation. So anyways, I go to I'm up. It's crazy how shit be changing. And then she said, bitch, call me in all caps. I said, girl, you're talking nonsense. He doesn't want me on there, and neither does anyone else. I've gotten so much shit for how much I've tried out. I'm fine. I've accepted the fact that he doesn't want to hire me. And then she said, listen to me, Zita. He told me that so-and-so isn't helping us anymore, and he's leaving it in my hands, blah, 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 blah. Her basically just trying to fucking get me to go up. And then so then I said, ugh, woman, you're something else, and a bunch of laughing emojis. And then she said, I mean, if you're truly done and don't want to be bothered with it anymore, I get it. I just really wanted to work with you. I just need to know so I know what direction to take the show today. During this whole time, too, she's trying to do something out of the LCU with me, and then of course later on with Savage, and then like with me. And I'm telling her the whole time, like, you can't work outside of the LCU, and if you're gonna work outside of the LCU, you need to get your channel monetized, and that can take a while. Like, I was trying to give her like financial advice while supposedly she was going through her turmoil or whatever, but this is before her husband stuff happened. So this is her fucking gassing me up and telling me how great I am. Well, if you want to host with me and you're a real ass bitch that gives zero fucks about what anyone says or thinks about you, the one that made me say, holy shit, I love this bitch over 2 years ago, then your ass will be up there when I ask for you. I'm leaving it in your hands and even willing to lose my job over it. And I said, you know, I'm always down. I just think it's not going to work. So in this particular stream, she's like calling my name, like telling me to come up. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to go up. So then she starts, and then I ask in Discord, I'm like, motherfucker, should I go up or what? And they're all go up. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I was trying to get ready. I had just gotten out of the shower. And she calls my phone, and you can hear me answer my phone. And then I'm like, fine, I'll be on. So then she says some other shit. I'm going to fight like hell for you, blase, blase. But this is where it gets important. So I'd gone on the stream. I said, haha, glad I got to make some shmoney for you today. I'm glad I got to make you some shmoney today. Have a good one. And then she goes off. Why did you do that? I had the option to keep you as a co-host. Damn it, bitch. So-and-so said they're done with it. We could have rebranded the whole thing. And I said, whatever, that's a dumb take. Way to be a follower, because she was saying what wasn't happening in front of her face. He was not doing anything. He was literally sitting there. And the right thing to do was to move on with the show and hear your story and watch the fucking clip I had being set up. Because I was trying to move the show along, right? And I was trying to also make sure that the numbers that of viewers and everything wasn't affected by Billy being on the screen, right? Because Billy's the main host. So if Billy's not on the screen, and Beans and Roxy had already run a show, then you can clearly put data to data and see what's going on if nobody else is on stream, right? So that's what I had done. And of course I wasn't disrespectful to Billy. Out of everybody, I think Billy's the dopest. He reminds me a lot of myself. Yeah, he's way better at it. He's a way better entertainer. He's a way better shit talker. I love his charisma. Like, he's just a dope ass person. And Xylee is the same way. And I usually tend to be a pretty good fucking judge of character. Okay, so let me start again. He was not doing anything. He was literally sitting there, and the right thing to do was move the show on and hear your story and watch the fucking clip I had being set up. If you want Billy as a co-host, ask him. Better yet, ask Xylee. She's been wanting to host your show with Rastoff, because she was like, I'll host it. Rastoff could host it. Blah 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 blah. And I said, it's crazy how easy you just agree with people. Go back to where I thanked him for calling in and moved him out. He wasn't bringing content, and you keep involving everyone else. You keep giving everyone else the chance to take credit for your damn show. It's good to know, even if you got Keem to make me your co-host, you wouldn't have my back in making decisions that are best for the show. And then in all caps, I said, leave. I'm going to talk normal so you can understand me. Leave me out of your thoughts and consideration for your show, in all caps. I don't need more people to betray me in life. I've had my fill. I so regret feeling bad for you crying and dragging me back into some shit I don't even need. I had a life before this, and I'm going to get back to it. Okay, great. Thanks. Bye. So then she goes off and says, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Billy never ever comes on Milkers, and the audience loves him, so of course I would want him to stay there. I'm not looking to please the other host. I want to please the audience, which is another fucking mistake. Like, you can't, you can't fucking do everything to please your audience. You can't. You have to be kind of secure in who you are, and you have to be really fucking secure in who you are, and you have to be built for the shit to last in the LCU. That's why there's so many problems, especially with women in the LCU, is if you are not secure in yourself and who you are, girl, you gonna get broke. You're gonna get broke the first day. Let's see. Kristen says, you were done wrong, in my opinion, full stop. Right? It's fine though. Like, what's meant to be will be. God will always have my back. You know what I mean? And I've always felt like if you feel like you're fighting something too hard, it's fucking not meant to be. And that applies in relationships and friendships and a lot of things. You know what I mean? It's either not the right time or it's not meant to be. Okay. Let's see. I want to please the audience. A lot of them wanted you there, and those were the ones that gave money to the show. Yeah, I be knowing, bitch. I'm so confused about how you approach it. You got to give the audience at least part say in what content they like, or they don't, or they would just not support the show. I also had questions for Billy and couldn't ask him because he's never around. It's whatever, dude. You're the same as the rest of them. Oh, bitch, no, you didn't. I'm different from a lot of motherfucking people. I don't play the games. You want to be in control and not be even. Okay. Bitch, I was a fucking intern. It's not my fault that I know more about content creation than you do. I mean, bitch, you went to fucking fat camp and acted like a dumbass, and that's how you got hired. Like, you don't have experience in content creation. Yeah, I have a small YouTube channel, but I streamed for years. I've streamed since 2020. So I pretty much know how to like present shit, how to fucking keep shit going, how to keep people interested. It's just, I'm fucking going through some shit right now, and that's just what it is. And that's what this channel was made around. I used to stream, like I said, on Twitch. So I was going to do it on YouTube, like start IRL streaming. That's why it's called ZITA RAE all day. But shit kind of got wild around here, and I was afraid of doxing my family and the people that I'm close to. Okay, so I tried with you, and no matter what I do, you always turn around on me for when something goes away you don't like. Bitch, I never said anything. This is the first time I was like, bitch, leave me the fuck alone. I wanted you because you wouldn't just sit there and make all of the entitlement and would want to participate. At least that's what I thought. Shaking my head, laugh out loud. Okay, dude, is what she said. And then I said, well, haha, you would see me as power hungry or trying to take over. Crazy. And then I did 4 of the mind blown emojis. This was the kicker. This is when I was like, psh, psh, I'm done with this girl. She said, you're as paranoid as Savage, dude. Damn, always thinking someone's out to sabotage you. So my petty little ass just hearted that content like, love that for you. Love that for me. Love that for us. And at least you know I got it, bitch. So that was it. I was just going to be done like with her or whatever. I'm like, I see how this bitch is. She's too dumb to see when she's being gaslit and fucking a narrative's being spun right in front of her face. She's just going to be a follower and follow the herd. And like the shit that people are doing to make their audience think that, fucking Roxy as a host is like, okay, give me more. It's fucking funny to watch. Okay, so then the shit went down with her husband. And so I sent her a text. I said, your husband's healing and your continued strength is in our prayers. Because that's how the fuck I am. Even if you do me wrong, I'm going to let you know. I got you, girl. I'm going to at least send who I believe is my creator up to protect your ass, right? So then she says, thank you, Zita. That means a lot. We may argue and butt heads, but I truly do think you're a beautiful bitch inside and out. Love your crazy ass. And then I said, as you should. Because I always say that when people say they love me, because I think it's funny. And I said, I'm here, bitch. If you just want to let shit out, I hope you have the best day possible, ho. And then I did purple and green hearts. And then so like later on that evening, I said, I'm sorry none of the other hosts in the LCU have been true friends to you. It bothers me how quickly you just believed everyone was saying I did. You were believing what everyone was saying I did instead of going back and watching the last stream I was on with you. I literally never did anything. I never did anything that everyone rooting for Beans said I did. Regardless, I can put that behind us to be the type of friend that I am. Please let me know if you need anything. And then later on I said, I can't believe this is being made about Becky and Tina. They're miserable fucking bitches. I hope you and your family keep winning. Purple heart, green heart, purple heart. And then she comes back talking about, I quit. Mike is allowing all of this and da, 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 with her fucking sob story. And then I just I'm not going to get all into it because it's all a lot of fucking boring shit. But I mean, and it would expose fucking her and fucking other people that shouldn't be catching strays, and I don't really like to release DMs anyway, but if you're going to accuse me of some shit, then I'm going to fucking tell you the way it is, how it was, and how it should be. And let's fucking keep it 100, bitch. You're going to say I'm fucking fake as fuck. Then why were you a fucking fan for so long? And you should have just stayed a fan for so long. And I think that she thought, let me answer that question that, what was it? Faulted Fox. My autocorrect worked and I don't get your name. Said, do you feel that Roxy not having the creative talent to run a show was hidden to Keem because other hosts she bounced off of? I think that Roxy wanted a channel like mine. And I think that she wanted to go do IRL stuff, like cool IRL stuff with somebody who was entertaining enough to entertain the audience while she went off and acted like a child. But she doesn't, and neither does Becky. If you guys haven't been around the LCU very long, but let me remind y'all, for those who weren't here, what Becky's freaking content was. Becky's original motherfucking content was to react to Reddit. She was reacting to motherfucking Reddit. Bitch, you are in a network with Keemstar and you want to pull up Reddit and talk about posts on Reddit? The fuck? It was bad. But yeah, like I have the fucking content brain. Like that's been proven time and time again with the shit that I've come up with to raise money in the LCU. And if you don't see that, and if you don't want to hire me, I'm fucking cool with it. But I had needs and I need to focus my time and energy in those needs. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I do feel like I am feverish, even though my fever doesn't like register. It looks like I'm gonna get going here soon. It's only been about an hour and a half almost. If you guys want or have any questions, let me know. I don't really care. Like one of the great things about me with like being real and like giving you guys my opinion is that just as quick as I was there for you, once you fucking do me dirty or you try to fucking paint a narrative, I could look right through you, bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how famous you are. I don't give a fuck how fucking much money you have. So yeah, you can fuck right off. But if you want to throw mud and you want to fucking release DMs, I can fucking do that shit too, bitch. But I don't do that because I don't believe in it. And I don't, like, I would never want to get like a huge YouTube channel or bigger than I thought I was and then be like, yeah, I did some dirty shit to do that. So, I don't know. If the way I play is too fucking good to grow an audience, then the way I play is too good to grow an audience. You know what I mean? So, somebody said she was just live. Kristen said she was just live. Who, Roxy? You were done wrong in my opinion. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't really care. I don't really see it as being done wrong. Like I said, I don't feel like the universe fucking owes me anything. I just feel like I worked my ass off for nothing. And I've seen other people get special treatment, and I've seen other people get arrangements that clearly Keem isn't willing to offer me. And I don't know if that's because he doesn't think I'm attractive enough. I don't know if because he has a weight limit on fucking LOLCOW females, like 217's the limit. I don't know if it's that he really believes your girl's boring. But when you're on a fucking stream with a bunch of other people, there's fucking rules and shit. You gotta maintain an etiquette, and you gotta be polite, and you can't just take over someone's show. Even though I fucking got accused of it, you know what I mean? I'm like tired of sitting there and being frustrated and feeling like a boring bitch in a box. So finally, after you fucking bother me and I put you on blast and I'm trying to make your show better, then I want to be in charge. And it's like, no, bitch, like clearly you're fucking in charge. You've been on the show longer than me, you know? And then, you know, all the bullshit that happened with her husband, I fucking had her back regardless. I gave her another shot, you know? When Becky came at her husband and said the vile shit that she said about Roxy's husband having a shitbag. And then what happened during that stream was Becky, in comedy and in content creation, people test the waters, right? They throw out a little joke. They see how the audience reacts. They'll see how their host reacts. And then they'll gauge what they're going to talk about or how far they're going to go from there. So I call it like dipping your toe in. So Becky did that with the audience during this stream, and she'd said something about me and my piss bag. And it was like, okay, like some people reacted. Nobody got all crazy about it. Some people laughed. Tina laughed, I think. And then Becky and Tina went in on Roxy's husband. Tina is, she's not very like engaged in the stream because she's so far away from her setup. She can't read. She's old school. And I'm not saying these is bad things. That's just who she is, right? And she came from content creation. Like a lot of the reason that Tina's loud, like I'm a loud person too, but the reason that she's loud on stream is because that's how she used to have to like scream and overact and like project to the old microphones on old cameras. Like she doesn't need to do that anymore. And she still does it. It's part of what makes her funny, right? So, but Tina's kind of delayed. You could watch her process things and then realize, oh, this is going to fuck up my bag. You know what I mean? And then be like, ooh, I'm going to apologize for that. Or, ooh, I'm going to take that back. You know what I mean? She's just kind of like, people need their hands held through this process sometimes. And that's why sometimes hosts that are put together for a reason. And that's not to say anything bad about Tina. The universe, the streaming, the live streaming and all that shit's fucking new to her. And unfortunately, she's being led around by the wrong fucking bitch. So anyways, she tested the waters with my piss bag. And then she ended up like talking and being just vile about Roxy's husband and what he was going through with his infection and saying shit like he'd have a matching shit bag for my fucking piss bag and all this other shit. And so I was like, and that was the same time that she shit on, you know, veterans and stuff with PTSD. She was in particularly shitting on Ken, which Ken I've heard is a homophobe, which I don't really care if he is, but and I don't like, I met him at Fat Camp. He was decent. He was nice. We said hi in passing, and it doesn't matter. Like, that's how I am. Even if you don't like me or we're enemies, if somebody does some shit that's wrong, I'm going to fucking call him out on it, or I'm going to fucking play their game, but play it better. So that's what the fuck I did. I wasn't a host. I wasn't an intern, so I could break all the rules and fucking play the game as dirty as Becky wanted to play it. So apparently she wanted to play it dirty. So I made a spectacle on Rewind to tell everybody that was following me from Fat Camp and from Rewind and everybody who'd supported me on those two shows. I even mentioned some fandoms of Discords that I used to be in and was like, bitch, like, support me and Roxy. Support me and Roxy as queens, because there was talk about who was going to take over Queens or who was going to fill in and all this shit, because Becky was wildin' and she would either quit or get fired for a temporary thing until she'd come back for the views and stuff, you know? So, I don't know. So I had done that and I got off and I was like, fuck these rules and fuck holding myself in and fuck being handcuffed and not being able to do anything on my channel, to do anything to parlay an audience from what I have done for the LCU, and having to take this fucking loser ass bitch Becky's shit without fucking being able to do it, because without being able to fucking throw, if she wants to throw shit, I want to throw shit back, right? But you can't in that universe because Becky's babied. She's the perpetual victim. She is really good at manipulating people to think that she's just being ABUSED'd. Everything is that. And I'm just like, oh no. Good. Okay. Kristen, let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, right here. Kristen Wiley WX says, I really hope you feel better, Zita. Sending positive vibes and healing energy your way. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate you. I don't know if my camera will do it, but we'll see. I guess not. Grayson says, I don't know why no one vlogged at Fat Camp or their trips to Fat Camp for their channels, whether it was just regular videos or member only vids. I feel that was a big opportunity missed. To answer that, usually when you're going to things like this, you can. I tried to a little bit, but it was fucking chaotic. And whenever you vlog anything, it takes 20 times more time to be able to do it, to get all your camera equipment like together and to stream and all that kind of stuff. Like I had literally everything to be a mobile studio, but I do have footage, like raw footage that I haven't edited into the trip there and back. I don't have footage from the trip back because I was sick, but we got hit by a horse trailer. I think there's a video of that, and I might have some other footage, but I wasn't vlogging the whole time. I think Mike did a little bit. Oh, and fucking Roxy did. That's what's crazy is everybody who was like a small creator tried to make it content, and people who like was a small creator but knew better didn't make it content. Like if you look at my YouTube, if you look at my phone, like I didn't take pictures with everybody. I wasn't all in all with everybody. I took a picture with Billy, I think, and I took a picture with Sammy because Boogie wanted Sammy to get a picture with everybody. But that was it. And I live very disconnected. You know, I don't really scroll. I don't usually have my phone out. I do if I need to, but it's very rare. I hate feeling tied to my phone. So Grayson says, I also feel like they should post vids too. I would like to watch a day in the life or a vlog type of vids with these locales outside of the universe. Get those extra views in. They do members only content, but it's just stuff that they're into, you know, and the network isn't about being involved in everybody's life. Like for me, it's different because that's my content, right? My content is like a vlogging channel or like a live streaming channel of my life, of me traveling, of me like going on motorcycle rides, of me boating or whatever, you know? And so that's kind of why I share like more of my life too. And it's kind of bad business for yourself. Like you're asking for trouble doing the shit that I'm doing, because as you can see, every little personal detail that you use or that you say about your life is going to be used against you, right? So for content. And if you're not strong enough to take it, like you want to give people the less, and the trolls the less information that they have. Which is kind of why I was pissed about Keem fucking exposing my friends, because It's like you're slowly doxing me. Like, if you give a woman enough time and a motherfucking keyboard and enough fucking anger or curiosity, she gonna find out some shit. We're all motherfucking private detectives around here. We will catch your motherfucking ass. Catch you cheating, catch you lying. We'll get your location by technology you don't even know exists. Like, there's the government and then there's bitches when it comes to levels of technology. So I'm like, yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks for talking about me and my friends and all this other shit in front of 4,000 people when I tried to share some shit with like a small audience. And it was just a fucking peek into my life. Thank you, Grayson, so much for your guys' interaction. I appreciate it. You too, Kristen, and everybody else. Kristen Kylie says most of the LCU has absolutely zero empathy. It's gross and I'll never understand it. Yeah. That's actually really common in YouTubers. Like, you do have to be self-absorbed in a way to do it, you know? And like, if you've ever watched somebody who starts streaming, they'll have like the smallest, or even vlogging, they'll have the smallest little defect. Like, say they have a gap in their teeth, they'll get it fixed first thing. And it's because you have to stare at yourself so much and only you see it and only you focus on it. So you think that everybody else does too. Unless you're a bitch that's like me and doesn't give a fuck. I'm like, well, I vlog, so people have seen me without a bra on. They've seen me filmed from down here. Like, you know, that fucking looks like that when I film from down there. Like, I'm very animated and I make stupid faces. So, yep, I'm going to have a double chin, and most fucking women do. Even if they're skinty queens. And if they don't, they're usually editing out. I mean, there are a few people that do have like that Giga Chad jawline, you know, and are very thin, but I wasn't blessed like that. I've always been a thick sister. Can't resist. So there's that. And that's another thing. Like, Roxy, why the fuck you calling me a hog, bitch? You are bigger than I've ever been in my whole entire life. Okay, bitch? Like, you just got skinny yesterday. So there's that. Kristen says true. Alrighty, guys. Anything else you want to talk about or discuss? I'm probably not going to respond to Roxy anymore. Roxy. Or what was it? Way to go, Bo, or who knows, Bo? Like, that bitch is such a puppet. Even fucking Kim renamed her. She fucking got branded. Grayson says, oh, I've been meaning to ask you, haha, what does 22 mean? You said, if you know, you know, in one of your last streams, and I've been meaning to ask. 2 is my favorite number. Ever since I was little, just everything good has always happened in 2s. Or like on February 2nd of the year or whatever. And then, motorcycle clubs also have numbers. There's like a club that's 81. There's a club they usually use like their initials to make their number. Like, my club's deranged 1, so it would be like 4. Like, deranged is A, B, C, D. So it's 415 because the O is the 15th letter in the alphabet. So 22 is it's the club I was raised by. It's the club that mentored me. It's the club that mentored my club. There's a lot of, I don't really talk about club shit online because, one, I'm a woman, and the only thing I could add to that would be like what it's like to be in a women's club, but that's not my business for anybody to learn. There's people who are creators that have a longer club history than I do. I like Black Dragon TV. Is that the name of a channel? I think it's Black Dragon Network or Black Dragon TV on YouTube. I don't watch him anymore, but I have come across some of his stuff. And he has written some books that are pretty like informative on how things used to be, and a lot of what makes the motorcycle community great and the clubs that I surround myself with great is that they stick with the foundations of what built the clubs. And so yeah, he would be a good person to watch and to be informed by. But there's he gives you pretty much a good idea on protocol and what it's like. Writing as both a what is it called? Like a normal citizen, a unpatched person, and club culture and that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's what he used to do. I know he had some drama or something. Yeah, not a problem, Grayson. When I get better, we're definitely going for a ride. Yeah, that's how I knew I was getting worse, because I was like, nah, bitch, you couldn't ride right now if you even tried. Like, I wouldn't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Did you hear that? My dog is fucking some shit up in his sleep right now. Anyways, guys, so yeah, just in summary, like, people think it's like so grand and awesome when Keem likes them, or Keem sees talent in them, or whatever. They be forgetting, like, that you have to literally be built, like, for the type of shit that comes along with being a host in the LCU. Like, your hands are literally, and like, I mean, they might as well be literally, but they're figuratively tied so much that they might as well be literally tied in defending yourself on what's right and all that. Along with me being clear with, like, Keem and Rostov and basically everyone on, they knew that I was willing to do content, but I was done doing content for free, and all my time and effort and energy needs to go to my own channel. And that's what kind of fucking led me here. So this is, like, also my channel that is, like, for streaming and vlogging, and it's for me to, like, share my life experiences and opinions on. So as much as I want to, and not, like, so as much as, like, I don't want to be a LCU reaction channel, if the LCU, like, makes me feel a certain type of way, this is where you can come over and you can catch your girl's perspective. You could be on the replay gang, and I appreciate you guys, like, leaving comments. I always try to get back to them as soon as I see them, but I have a lot going on. I just cannot wait until the surgery is over with. I hope it all goes well. I had drama with my insurance company today. I had the pre-arrival team from the robot place called me, and they were like, girl, your insurance is dicking you around. But then my surgeon was like, we're going to get you taken care of. I don't know. The pre-arrival team was like, we might have to reschedule, which that ain't good. But my surgeon was like, no, you're not going to get rescheduled. Like, hello, it was a life-saving surgery, and I've just been hanging on to dear hope ever since then. And so, yeah, Grayson said her name was Don't Think So, Bo. Like, okay, girl. So yeah, there's that. So, but yeah, to answer that question, like, about Roxy and if she's entertaining or not, like, we've all kind of seen what it is. Like, she's silly for 10 minutes and then that's it. And she's down to do fucking content. And she's a decent, like, actor when it comes to, like, crashing out and stuff. But the shit, fuck, shit, motherfucker, like, bitch, like, break shit, like, that's only entertaining for so long. You know what I mean? And I think she knew that, and she wanted somebody who was entertaining. Like your motherfucking girl. So, alrighty, guys, I love you so much. Please, prayers for ya, girl. I will pop up, whether it be from a motherfucking hospital bed or here. I think I'll be, like, kind of resting relaxation before I go and fucking jump on my bike. But trust and believe, I will be jumping on my motherfucking bike the second that I can. It's going to be too hot to ride here, so it's going to be, like, in the morning or in the evening. But it's the best that I could do for my fat girl summer. I'm going to try and save what's left of it and do some laying out and stuff. And I will be, like, streaming with just my phone away from here. You know what I mean? You'll get to watch me, like, clean my house and do some shit while I'm healing. So yeah, thank you, Kimberlina. Thank you so much, Kristen, for your guys' well wishes. Thank you to all two of you that have tuned in to watch your girl. I appreciate you. And I will see you when I see you. Peace.
ZITA pull up, rev the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the cane course, so that nickname King Kong. Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machete. ZITA full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. ZITA full of takes, so sharp, call it petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. ZITA running everything, hands on the fleet.
Hey, couple hundred songs, I really do this shit with ease. I'm so fucking blessed that I be greedy if I sneeze. Bitch, I'm from the V, when Dre come on, we throw up T's. Oh, you want Lil Russell on your show, that come with fees. They didn't pull the rabbit out that hat, I had to bounce. Boy, this shit slapping got me fucking up the count. Withdraw from the bank for an undisclosed amount. 100 from Intuit, nigga, shout out Steve Stout. P90X, I made it work out from the house. Bitch, I been that nigga since my uncle worked at Rouse. Ain't give me a seat, I turned my logo to a couch. Really independent, hit up Russ and he a vouch. I done spent 6 figures on them ass, I'm invested. Chinese finger trap, push and pull, I'm connected. North, south, east, west side, I'm respected. If I heard Joe CD in the 90s, I'd eject it. I done turned the park to know Zaka got my dogs. Lead me to the wolves, I'm coming out with a new dog. Bitch, I'm really here, I kept on driving through the fog. Good when it get cold, I'm in the stew, I'm chopping logs. I done smoked so much this past week, could barely breathe. I just got a job with Tillamook, bitch, I make cheese. Trying to see some titties at the show, I'm throwing bees. I can switch the flow and slow it down, Keanu Reeves. Boy, if you don't pay your own bills, then shut your mouth. Bitch, I'm from the north, just copped the compound in the south. Boy, the flow water fucked around and broke the spout. Niggas missed the pitch and wanna argue, boy, you out. Couple hundred songs, I really do this shit with ease. I'm so fucking blessed that I be greedy if I sneeze. Bitch, I'm from the V, when Drake come on, we throw up T's. Oh, you want Lil Russell on your show, that come with fees. DTB. Exact. I'm a California bear, all up in your...
We the type to go bumpin' tonight, and we bumpin' with your chick if you ain't bumpin' her right? Slumpin' the ride, straight bumpin' the cuts, while you square bare bitches stick your thumb in your butts. What? Okay, but you already know though, and she can go, she can go, she can go. Up and down, spin around like a yo-yo. Beat it up, speed it up, and play it back in slow-mo. She can do jumping on the double dutch. How could I say no, though? I'm a sucker for them bubble butts. So she huddled up and hop up in the Cadillac. White walls battle that, eat the crow, Castle Black. She a bad one, bad one. Super villain. She a bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She a bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She wanna drive, weaving in and out of lanes. If we survive, then we leaving on some aeroplanes. So fly, go ham, West Coast to Miami. Why can't we? Next scene, limousine, eye candy. I'm fancy, Biggie meets Iggy, and this little piggy getting icky with a dicky. It ain't tricky, she giving me the runaround. So many shots, bartender trying to gun us down. Another round for the team, cash rules everything, crispy for the cream. So you can scheme, hoping that you write a check. We be living bossy and that money is a side effect. She a bad one, bad one. Super villain. She a bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She a bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one. She call me Big Boss, you rip-offs can get lost. She says your chick look like Rick Ross and lip gloss. So kick rocks or bass knocks, no treble, all trouble. Flexing that muscle, full frontal, cold hustle. Won't buckle, put the cash up in a glad bag. Got your spot folded like the back page of a Mad Mag. Let her pants sag, just to show the pink thong. Eyes wide shut, she gon' cut out if you blink long. She like a drink strong, and her smoke loud. Got a pound of Ronda Rousey, leave you choked out. No doubt, slow her down, throw money at her. Throw them 20s, throw them hundreds, man, it doesn't matter. She a bad one, bad one. Super villain. She a bad one, bad one. Nigga killin'. She a bad one, bad one. Got me illin'. She a bad one, bad one. 1 in a million. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a bad one. She a bad one, bad one. She a 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 bad one. Bad one. She was at third base, headed for home. I saw her face, I should have known. I was pitching a perfect game. I really only got myself to blame. And now I know what I have to do. Baby girl, I ain't mad at you. I am really only mad at myself. And all these balls sitting up on my shelf. I took my ball and went home. Now I'm all here alone. I'm all on my own with my ball. I could have chosen to stay. Instead I went away. And now I will play with my ball. I played the field with a soccer mom. We settled down, but not for long. Head to head going overtime. We had our problems, wasn't over mine. I took my ball and I headed home. Seems that's all that I've ever known. I'm all alone in this open space. Another ball up in my trophy case. I took my ball and went home. Now I'm all here alone. I'm all on my own with my ball. I could have chosen to stay. Instead I went away. And now I will play with my ball. Friday night and the lights are bright. A home game and I'm feeling right. Touchdown and my game is strong. Somehow it still feels wrong. I do that thing that I've always done. I take my ball and I start to run. Turn my back to the Hall of Fame. Another ball up on my wall of shame. I took my ball and went home. Now I'm all here alone. I'm all on my own with my ball. I could have chosen to stay. Instead I went away. And now I will play with my ball. She was at third base, headed for home. I saw her face, I should have known. I was pitching a perfect game. I really only got my